What's up, guys?
Hey.
Back with another reaction.
Yes.
What are we doing today?
So today I figured we would go over to a band that is very, very prominent and featured in Trailer Park Boys.
Rush.
Yes. So I don't really know Rush well at all. We watch Trailer Park Boys, so we know Rush from there. And I think we only know like one song, but we really don't know it, right? Like
Diane Sawyer?
Tom Sawyer.
Yeah. Okay, so I was familiar with the song before Trailer Park Boys, but
Yes.
I couldn't tell you any of the lyrics. I know the really cool intro, the
Yeah, yeah,
wow. I
yeah.
don't even
Like
know.
futuristic.
Yes, and then I remember the Trailer Park Diane Sawyer song because the guy from Rush was in the show.
Yeah, like that's the extent of how well we know this song. So it is like pretty much a reaction video because I don't think I even know the rest of the song.
No.
So we shall check it out.
Yeah, and then the only other reference I know is from another comedy, The Family Guy, which I believe Neil Peart is the drummer for Rush.
Maybe. I don't
And
know
on Family
anything.
Guy, they have the Cheetos cheetah chopping up Cheetos and snorting them and saying, Neil Peart's the best fucking drummer,
That's so
which
funny.
I believe he's the drummer for Rush.
Yeah. And also this is our second sponsored video, sponsored by SeatGeek.com, which is a ticket website where you can purchase like rock concert, festival, games, comedian tickets, and go see your favorite people live. And our promo code for this is with Smith. That's WITHSMITH. And it's going to throw that promo code right there. And you will save $20 on your first purchase, which is really, really great, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, for sure. The good thing about SeatGeek is that they will let you know if the price of the ticket is a good deal or a bad deal, which is really good because you'll know if you're getting a good deal on something, or maybe you want to shop around and it's not the deal that you're interested in. So I think that's pretty great feature.
Yeah.
And yeah, oh, also for all of you rock fans out there is Metallica with Five Finger Death Punch and Pantera, which are going to be at MetLife Stadium.
It's by
Which
us.
yeah, that is by us. I'm sure there are a million things in other states, but like I just saw the ones that are for New York.
Yeah.
But like that would totally be something to fly into New York for. Just saying.
For sure.
I actually want to go
Yeah.
now.
I wish we had this coupon for we saw Chris Rock and Kevin Hart and we
Yes.
used SeatGeek actually.
Yeah, we
We
did,
didn't
but
have a promo code
we
though.
paid full price.
Yes.
Don't pay full price. Use our promo code.
Yes.
And the link will be in the description below. Oh, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow us on all social media channels. I'm going to put the link over here. I'm going to have to remember that. I messed up a couple times and you guys did your due diligence and called me out for it. Just leaving it in front of my husband, pointing at nothing. Okay, let's go.
A Monday warrior, mean, mean stride. Today's Tom Sawyer, mean, mean pride. Though his mind is not for him, don't put him down as arrogant. His reserve a quiet defense, writing out the day's events. What do you say about his company is what you say about society. Catch the mist, catch the myth, catch the mystery, catch the drift. The world is love and life are deep. Maybe as the skies are white.
So Sorry if that's a horrible place to pause, but like I said, I don't know this song, and I'm just trying to find a place to pause.
Yeah.
Um, is anyone else sitting here and imagining Bubbles like weeping in the crowd, or is it just me?
That's funny. So obviously Tom Sawyer, Mark Twain, right?
Yes.
So
Did you read The Adventures of Tom Sawyer?
so when I was young in school, we read it. I didn't read it. I never read any of the books we were supposed to.
So,
I couldn't.
oh my God. So this is funny because I would constantly go from regular English to honors English to being like, I don't want to be in honors anymore and switching back to regular English. Like I would do this like year after year after year. Because I was like, I don't feel like taking on all the work. And then I'd be like, I'm in the mood to, whatever. Because they always told me like you should be in honors English, whatever. But I missed out on so many books because I would just jump around. So like I never read this. I
That's
never read
funny.
so many things.
That's funny.
And then I read a bunch of obscure things. Like I read Siddhartha. Like
Yeah, I read that too, actually.
yeah,
We read it.
we read it.
Yeah.
Okay, so the song starts today's Tom Sawyer mean mean pride. So okay, you're gonna need to help
Wait, no,
me.
there's a line before that.
It is?
Yeah. A modern day
Oh,
warrior.
yes.
I pulled the lyrics up on my phone.
A modern day warrior mean
Mean stride.
mean stride.
That looks like an apostrophe,
I know
right?
this
His.
video.
It's funny.
Ugh. Okay, so you're a modern day warrior, like big and tough, you can fight, and you have a powerful
Strength.
walk and gait
Gate.
about
Yeah.
you. Let's see. This video will be the death of me. Today's Tom Sawyer, mean, mean pride. So I didn't read the book, so I don't know what that means. Is Tom Sawyer big and tough?
So I pulled up the lyrics, like I said. So the little annotation here for today's Tom Sawyer Mean Mean Pride on Genius says that Tom Sawyer in Twain's novels was not a warrior, but a boy. He was, however, highly moral. He enjoyed role-playing characters such as Robin Hood that require a high degree of integrity and sometimes even place Tom himself in jeopardy. So
Okay.
he's a moral person. So
I also just saw that he was in Huckleberry Finn.
yes.
That's another book I didn't get to read.
Oh, I read it.
I didn't even read Moby Dick either.
Yeah,
Like, no.
it's funny.
I didn't even read Othello.
So yeah, I guess Tom Sawyer, he's a good, strong, moral dude. So
Yeah, like he's like a Robin Hood
it's what
esque.
he's equating himself to, I'm assuming, unless he's referring to somebody else.
I'm not sure. I guess we'll have to see.
Yes.
So I think no, his mind is not for rent.
So lyric
Was
genius
that the
says.
next lyric?
So the lyric
Okay.
genius says that though his mind is not for rent,
Though his mind is not for rent,
whichever one's right.
don't put him down as arrogant.
Hmm.
Okay. So when you say that someone's mind isn't for rent, I think that means that like he's not like you can't sway him into thinking something.
Yeah,
Like,
he has strong convictions.
yes.
Yeah,
So that may come off as arrogant if you're like, oh, like this is how it is. And you're like, no, that is not how it is.
yeah,
It's like you're not going to convince him of anything,
yeah.
really.
He's steadfast in his
Yes.
beliefs.
Well, we about to take the SATs right
Yes.
now. His reserve, a quiet defense. So, you know what they say, like the loudest one in the room is the weakest one in the room.
Hmm.
So, walk tall, carry big stick, or is it walk quiet? Whatever it is, it's like
Softly, I thought.
walk softly,
Right?
something like that. But, like, if you're quiet, you don't have anything to prove. You don't need to open your mouth to prove anything to anyone. Just your presence alone is like, I'm not going to fuck with that person.
Hmm.
That's the vibe. Eh.
You can just keep clicking.
Riding out the day's events. So just doing his thing,
So Tom
right?
Sawyer was on a raft riding the
Oh,
river. I think the
see, this is
Mississippi.
helpful because I know nada.
Yeah.
The river.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the
Here we are.
chorus. Yes.
What you say about his company?
Hmm. is what you say about society.
Is what you say about society. Huh.
Okay,
So,
go ahead.
no, I mean, it's kind of open-ended. I'm not sure what this is in reference to.
Okay, so my mind went here, and there's a unreviewed annotation on Lyric Genius that is referring to like Huck Finn, and he was friends with the black man in it named Jim,
Okay.
and it was like slavery, and
Yeah.
he hung
Oh,
out.
he had a mean name in there.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I think the line, which is what you say about his company is what you say about society. So back then, like in the book, they're like, why are you hanging out with this black guy? You know what I mean? It's
Because it's his
racism.
friend.
Yes, but that's the point, you know.
Yeah, like,
So
because
like,
this book was written a long, long time ago,
so
right?
yeah, so it looks like they're talking because Tom Sawyer was in Huck Finn also, right? The Adventures of Tom Sawyer and then Huckleberry Finn. Tom Sawyer's in both of them.
Okay.
So I'm assuming this line is referring to Huck Finn and Jim. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he's saying, you know, in the book, people are talking about the company he kept, which was
Okay, and
the black
saying,
dude,
oh, so the words that people speak about him, like they speak ill of him, which shows you what's
society,
society and the problems.
which is it's a perfect time capsule of the time, and you know, like slavery and bigotry and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then catch the mystery, catch the drift.
So there's a line before that. It's catch the mist,
Oh,
catch the myth, whatever. You don't have to go back. Catch the mystery, catch the drift.
catch the mist, catch the myth, catch the mystery, catch the drift. So, like, catch everything that Tom Sawyer's about, like, understand him for what he is and, like, how great he is.
Yeah, so the annotation here says the Mississippi River is misty and Tom drifts down the river. Pert, the song's co-author, Neil Peart, I said,
Yes.
connects mist to myth, sometimes that can't be seen, and mystery to drifting, an adventure that unfolds like a drifting down a river. So catch the drift, I
So it's
feel
all
like,
references to the book,
yeah, I feel
essentially.
like catch the drift might be a double entendre, you
Yeah.
know, like actual drifting down the river, and then the drift, like you get what I'm saying? You know
Yes.
what I mean?
Do you remember where we were?
I think so. I don't think we got past this part.
No, I don't think we did
So let's
either.
just pick up here. Even
Yeah.
if we heard whatever, we'll just keep going.
Yeah, no harm in replaying.
Yes.
Catch the drift. The world is love and life are deep. Maybe as the skies are white. Today's Tom Sawyer, he gets high on you, and the space he invades, he gets by on you. No, his mind is not for rent to any god or government. Always hopeful yet discontent. Those changes are permanent. But changes. And what do you say about
Okay. Sorry, quick pause
I
again.
was thinking that's a perfect place to stop.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Okay, we were The world is love and life are deep. Maybe as his skies are wide. Today's Tom Sawyer gets high on you. Wait, what?
Mhm.
Is that what it said?
Gets high on you.
He gets high on you. And then in the space invades, he gets by on you.
This says end the space he invades, he gets by on you.
Okay, so
The world is love, and life are deep.
okay. That one's a little lost on me. But then as his skies are wide, so you said he's always going down the river, so like you have like the whole world ahead of you.
So the world is love and life are deep. That's worded so
Maybe like
oddly.
his worlds, because he loves and he's like, I guess, a deep person.
Yeah. Maybe
And
it's got-
today's Tom Sawyer, he gets high on you, and the space he invades, he gets by on you.
So that sounds like a negative thing, like a user.
A little bit, I'm confused.
Let's see. Okay, so the annotation for the line, today's Tom Sawyer, he gets high on you. It says this is about him being a bit of a leech at times, drawing strength from other people's weaknesses, whether it's character flaws like laziness or aggression, or whether it's physically with him actually using other people by tricking them to do things for him. He uses other people as the point.
Oh no, don't do that, Tom
So
Sawyer.
but he's saying today's Tom Sawyer. So is this like a critique that like we don't have any
Good Tom Sawyers
moral
left?
people anymore? Yeah.
Oh God, I hope not. All right, let's keep going, I guess. There was a really awesome instrumental here that was incredible. With the
Yes.
drums and the guitar, like Cheeto guy was right.
Yeah. So yes, the guitar found very impressive, but I hear the drums too. The drums are fucking awesome.
Yeah, and then it goes, no, his mind is not for rent. So we're repeating again to any god or government. So the same thing. Like, you're not going to infiltrate his mind. You're not going to convince him of anything. Like, whether he believes in God or not, whether he believes in any form of government or not, his mind's not going to change based on what you say.
So yeah, so the God or government line is different than the first time, but
Yeah.
yeah, exactly what you said. You know, religion or government, political ideology, it's not gonna,
No.
change the way he thinks.
Which is a good way to be, unless someone presents you with like a better argument for something, whatever.
Yeah.
So he knows changes aren't permanent.
Oh wait, there was always hopeful yet
Oh.
discontent.
How do I keep losing all these things? I don't even see it here. Okay.
It might not be there.
So, always hopeful yet discontent. He knows changes aren't permanent, but change is. That's a great line.
Yeah, it is an awesome
So
line.
he's hopeful, but he's never content because, like, he's just waiting for everything to be ideal, I guess.
It
But
always-
things are never. There's always room for improvement. Yeah, I knew
Yes.
you were going to say that.
Exactly.
And then he knows changes aren't permanent, but changes. Change is always taking place. Change will never not happen.
It's the only constant.
But considering change is constant, changes
Yeah.
are not permanent.
Yeah, whatever it changes to is not going to be like that forever. That too is going to change at some point.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then,
That's where we left off lyric wise.
yeah, we were here, I think. It might be a little earlier, but whatever.
We'll just play it out.
Yeah.
And what you say about his company is what you say about society. Catch the witness, catch the wit, catch the spirit, catch the smith. The world is love and life are deep. Maybe as his eyes are wide.
Yeah, it basically fades out right there.
Before I forget, every
Yeah.
time we're listening and before when we pause, I'm like, oh, I gotta point out how much I like the sound effects that make it
Oh yeah, like
the
the
futuristic
yes,
sounding.
they're
Like
really good.
it's very like futuristic sounding, but in an 80s type of way, which I love. I mean, I'm a sucker for 80s music, which
Yeah.
is weird because I was born in 88, you
Which is
know.
well, I mean, I get that. I love 90s music. I love especially like 90s alternative grunge, like Nirvana and like
So
Alice in Chains, but that happened when I was born.
So I have a theory. I believe we've discussed it before. I'm pretty sure I made it up, although I'm sure other people have this theory, so it could have got in there somehow. But I feel like whatever music is being played when you're in the womb, you have a connection to, you
Yes,
know?
that is very true. I will say my mom, I was adopted. My mom would always tell me that my birth mother, she was literally like 15 years old and she loved Red Hot Chili Peppers and she would listen to them all the time. She would even take her headphones and put them on her stomach so I could listen to them. And I remember I was in the car one time and I heard Other Side and I was really young, but I was like, this is amazing. And
Yeah,
I remember telling my mom about it and she's like, that's so funny.
yeah.
Hmm.
But yeah, it's really interesting. This music and the sound effects. It's really cool.
Yeah. Okay. So, and what you say about his company is what you say about society.
Yes.
Catch the spirit, catch the.
Wait, let's catch the
I'm reading it
witness.
from here. This is not.
Yeah, go from
I
here.
can't do this, guys.
You can do it.
So, and what you say about his company is what you say about society. Catch the witness, catch the wit, catch the spirit, catch the spit. Hmm.
Yes. So there's a couple interesting things I thought about this. Well, I don't know if you have something you want to say first.
I don't.
So the so witness and spirit automatically brought me back to the God thing. Those are
Yes.
like religious terms you could use, right? So like,
Yes.
can I get a witness? Like if you're testifying in certain like Christian churches, they do that. And then the spirit, like the Holy Spirit. But the witness and then wit and then spirit and then
You're
spit.
like cutting the letters out from the prior word.
Yes. What's the annotation on this? Is there any?
Demonstrated
Oh,
here.
it's an opinion. This isn't
Oh,
real.
yeah.
What
Oh,
are they
wait,
saying
wait.
about it?
Reconciling the boy and man in myself, as drummer slash lyricist Neil Peart said about this tune. The words witness and spirit are respectively followed by wit and spit, which can both be spelled using some of the same letters of the previous words. In result, a metaphorical father-son relationship is formed in these pairs of words by the use of the same letters to create a smaller word. Interesting. Okay. I mean, you're not really telling me what it means, though,
I
but all
know.
right. So let's keep moving on. I have no idea.
Yes.
The world is, love and life are deep, maybe as his eyes are wide. We went over that, right?
So that was the chorus. So I haven't thought about that though. So like I was reading it as the world is love and life are deep, but I was like life are deep doesn't make sense. So I think the world is the complete thought, the first thought, and then it's just love and
Yeah,
life are
I think
deep.
so too.
You know,
I'm just not sure what the world is.
I think the world is, do you know what I mean? Like
It just
it,
is.
yes, it
Like
exists.
to be or not to
Yeah,
be.
exactly. That's what I was
That is
thinking
the
too.
question.
I think that's what it is. Like the world,
That is also another book I don't think I read in
it,
school.
it is what it is.
Yeah. And then Exit the Warrior, today's Tom Sawyer. He gets high on you and the energy you trade. He gets right onto the friction of the day.
I want to read that because I couldn't follow it here.
Sure.
Exit the warrior. Today's Tom Sawyer. Okay. So this is kind of what I thought. So it says exit the warrior. Today's Tom Sawyer. He gets high on you. So meaning the warrior, the which I guess you could say Tom Sawyer. You know, if they're referring to like back to the Huckleberry Finn character, you know, he was like a warrior for justice in his own way, innocently, you know what I mean? But he was a warrior for better, you know, the betterment of the world.
Yeah.
But now he's talk to me, I interpret this as like a condemnation on current day society, modernism, saying, exit the warrior, he's gone. Today's Tom Sawyer gets high on you, and the energy you trade, he gets right onto the friction of the day.
Okay, so
So,
pretty much like saying society has definitely changed.
yes.
And like those whom we looked up to, I suppose, are different and maybe not as wholesome or not as great of an idol as they
Yeah.
should be.
Yeah.
Maybe.
And then he gets high on you, and the energy you trade, he gets right onto the friction of the day. So, I mean,
He's like using you to like charge himself up.
that makes me think of politicians, creating division and fights,
Yeah.
and this side did this side did that, and they use that to get power and money and influence and all that shit.
Yeah.
At least that's where my mind goes.
Yeah, I agree. Well, all right.
Yeah, that's all the lyrics.
Yeah, so the song's amazing,
Yeah.
very amazing. I love his voice. It's so unique. I've never heard a voice like
I
that.
know, I don't know what it is. So they're Canadian. I don't know
It's
if
also
that
like the way of singing, I think. It's like he gets a little high, gets a little like soft but high. I don't even know
I
how.
agree it is like a high, but I don't know, it's weird. It is very unique.
Yeah, I love it.
I don't know his name.
Neither do I.
Oh, Max Webster is the lyricist. Oh wait. Oh no, never mind. It says Rush's drummer Neil Peart
Oh,
co-wrote the
Jetty
lyrics.
Lee.
Lead singer Jetty Lee. Yeah, you're right. It said Neil Peart wrote the lyrics with Pi Dubois, lyricist for the band Max Webster. Max Webster's a band, not a person. I've never heard
Okay.
of it. Yeah, but I agree. This is a really fucking good song. I never inspected the lyrics or analyzed it, so
No, and it's tricky because I never read the books. I know nothing of Tom Sawyer, so this was really good.
yeah,
Very eye-opening, and I feel like I learned a lot about this song while also hearing it for the first time in its entirety.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah, me too.
So check out SeatGeek. Use our coupon code if you want to go see anything at all. Definitely recommend it. Like we can finally go back out and do things. You don't have to wear a mask. So go see those concerts. And don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.